A century-old rivalry has been rekindled in Como. For the first time in more than a decade, Mizzou is hosting Oklahoma at Memorial Stadium for the 97th all-time meeting between the two programs. And the renewal of this old-school Big 12 matchup now in the SEC has some significant season implications attached to it. Mizzou, already with 2 losses to its name this year, needs to win out the rest of the way to give themselves a shot to make the 12-team college football playoff field, while Oklahoma is down to their last 3 chances to clinch bowl eligibility. So clearly, there are plenty of stakes on the line for both teams in this highly anticipated game. But Mizzou was far from at full strength for this one. Starting quarterback Brady Cook was ruled out for this game due to his wrist and ankle injuries, so backup QB Drew Pine had the honor of leading the Tiger offense as OU pays its first visit to Faurot Field since MU's historic homecoming upset back in 2010. I hope you like defense because points were at a premium in the first half. Jackson Arnold rolls out but loses the football. He jumps on top of it, but Chris McClellan comes flying in, stalling Oklahoma's opening possession. Couple drives later, it's still a scoreless game. Sooners in punt formation, but they turn to some trickery to spark some life into their sidelines. Luke Elzinga finds Bauer Sharp for 43 yards on the fake punt, but Mizzou's defense made sure Oklahoma had to settle for 3. Arnold pump fakes but has nowhere to go, and Chuck Hicks is right there waiting for him. Huge play there as OU takes a 3-0 lead after a field goal. Midway through the second quarter now, it's 6-0 Oklahoma, but here's when the momentum started to swing Mizzou's way. Peyton Bowen muffs the punt, and there's a fight for the football, and Jamarian Wayne is going to emerge from the pile with it. Tigers take over. Very next play, Drew Pine finds Theo Weiss Jr., the former Oklahoma Sooner, for a 19-yard gain. He had a nice performance tonight against his old team, but MU was unable to cash in the red zone. Nate Noel is going to get stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. Not the result Mizzou wanted there, but at least they're putting points on the board. MU settles for a 25-yard field goal from Blake Craig, and the Tigers trailed 9-3 at the break after a last-second field goal from Oklahoma before halftime. But buckle up, the second half was a wild one. Midway through the third quarter here, Pine gets it out quick to Weiss, and he weaves through traffic for the score. Tigers got their first lead of the night, 10-9 now. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. MU finds the end zone. Again, Pine finds Brett Norfleet in the back corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Mizzou up 16-9 after a missed PAT, but this game was still far from over. After Oklahoma drove 75 yards on 12 plays to tie the game, oh no, the Tigers cough up the football and Billy Bowman Jr. takes it all the way back to the house. All of a sudden, the Sooners go back on top, 23-16 at the 2-minute warning. But let me tell you, Drew Pine delivered in the biggest of moments. 3rd and a mile for Mizzou with a minute and some change left, and Pine lifts up one to Luther Burden for a 33-yard gain. Tigers knocking on the door of the end zone, and MU finishes it off with the game-tying drive. Pine connects with who else? Theo Weiss in the corner of the end zone for the score. What a game from Weiss against his former team. We're all knotted up at 23. Still some time for Oklahoma. They're going to try to drive into field goal range, but the Mizzou defense makes them pay. Tristan Newsom forces Jackson Arnold to cough up the football, and Zion Young scoops it up and takes it all the way to the crib for the game-winning house call. What an unbelievable ending in Como as Mizzou goes on to stun the Sooners to win this rivalry with a last-minute comeback. 30-23 was the final score from Faurot Field. Pine completed just over 50% of his throws, but delivered in the big moments of the game, tossing 3 total touchdown passes. But the Mizzou defense made the difference, forcing 3 fumbles, including a scoop and score for the game-winning score. Mizzou's sold-out crowd got to witness an all-time classic at Faurot Field last night, and head coach Eli Drinkwitz is beyond proud of his team and how Drew Pine performed in the clutch moments.
He goes out there and delivers in the keyest moments in the fourth quarter after fans have been booing. He just goes out there and delivers. And that's the thing I love about this team is we love y'all when you're cheering for us, and when you're not, we just keep on rolling. We're gritty. We're really, really gritty. And atmosphere was amazing. It was unbelievable amazing. But for the team just to stick together the way they did, shoot, ball's on the 25-yard line. It looks like it's there's no way we're going to get it down there. Hits a slant, get a penalty, throws a little play to Lou, and then to throw the game-tying touchdown to Theo was pretty awesome.
Absolute wild game last night. You can find the full post-game press conferences with Coach Drinkwitz and players over on our website, abc17news.com.